I'm Olivia, and this is a BQH Beyond Quantum Healing session that I held about a year ago. In this session, she went through a lot of kind of different nature experiences of like being different beings, but also feelings of oneness with nature, and there were a lot of beautiful messages. So I'd love it if you give it a listen and feel free to comment, reach out, and if you want to book a session with me, you can find all the website details below. So enjoy. Now is the most necessary place. And as the movement slows, you begin to gather your bearings and to feel your point of view here, now, in this time and place, the most relevant and necessary time and place. Now, I want you to tell me the first things that you notice about where you are.
I think there is a path in the forest.
Mm-hmm. What does the forest look like?
Mm, so there's like a little waterfall somehow in between the trees.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm really happy. I'm barefoot. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
woman. I'm just so happy,
Mm.
like exploding out of happiness.
Are you young or old?
Yeah, pretty young, like in my 20s, 25.
Mm-hmm. And what is making you feel so incredibly happy?
I think I'm just really free.
Mm.
I see myself talking to a rabbit.
So are you able to communicate with the animals around you?
Yeah, so beautiful.
And what does the rabbit communicate to you in that moment, for example?
Oh, I just want to cry.
Mm. Just feel it as much as you can.
Oh, I don't know. I think yeah, it's just funny that I'm crying because I think I'm just like kind of like just laughing with the rabbit, just having fun,
Mm.
just like being companions.
Do you have like ongoing relationships to certain animals that are around you there?
Yeah, I think so. Like the little animals, rabbits, squirrels, birds, maybe rats, mouses.
Mm. And how often are you in the forest here?
All the time, like I live surrounded by forest.
And what do you do on a normal day?
I just think I spend time with the animals and just sitting in nature, just being happy, connecting with life around me, with the sun, with the
Mm.
water, the rain.
And do you live with other humans as well, though?
No, I'm all alone.
Mm.
I don't miss humans. I don't miss the world.
And what does your home look like?
It is this little hut.
What does it look like from the outside?
Hmm. has this roof, like, I don't know even how you call it. Like in UK, you sometimes have these houses that have almost like, it's not branches, but it looks like a roof made out of branches.
Like a thatched roof.
Maybe it's that, I don't know the name, but yeah,
Mm.
that kind of thing. Just very like earthy.
And what do you have inside of your house?
It's very simple, just a bed. I think mainly just a bed, and I think some herbs and pots.
Mm-hmm.
Just one room, and there's a fireplace.
And how long have you been living there?
Yeah, I think like around 5 years.
And what made you decide to move there?
Mm, I just wanted to, I felt cold.
Mm.
Yeah, it's really beautiful, really peaceful. Like everything is so perfect.
Mm. And how does it feel when you, for example, connect to your surroundings, to the forest around you? What does that feel like in your body?
Mm, I'm a part of it. There's like no separation. There's no boundary or limit between me and the everything outside
Mm.
of me. It's I'm one with it.
And what about when you connect to the sun and the moon? How does that feel?
Yeah, they feel more like mysterious. Like I'm one with the forest, and the moon and the sun are like more far away. It's like a different kind of. I think I'm not so like, maybe I haven't like formed yet so deep of a connection with the
Mm-hmm.
sun and moon. Feels like more like this galactic energy. I'm not there yet.
Mm-hmm. And what else do you notice about
So I'm
this
seeing this.
moment?
So I don't know if this is about the same moment or same life, or it can be different scene. But I see this wolf that
Mm-hmm.
looks really like beaten down. It's almost like walking in the snow and in the rain and in a storm, and it just feels, it's so big, like a beast, like it's huge, but it's just so beaten down. And I think it might be completely unrelated to this girl.
Okay, well, then what is your feeling of why you're being shown the wolf now?
Mm. Yeah, there's something because the wolf is like so powerful, but it has kind of let the outside to beat it down. Like it's really affected by whatever has happened, and it is snowing and raining, and
Hmm.
yeah, like this is like a beast. Like it should be really powerful and not have any enemies or predators, right?
Hmm.
But it's, yeah, I don't know. It looks so beaten down, so it's something about power and not owning the inner power, letting others define you, tell you who you are.
Can you merge with the body of the wolf?
Like what I feel is like a no. I don't know if I don't want to, or
Okay.
but yeah, I think it's actually somehow related. It's not related to the girl, but it's related like energetically. like, and it's related to me, obviously. Like I feel inside like this girl who is like so happy, which makes me
Mm,
cry
yeah.
because, but then somehow like in the world, I let the world treat me like this wolf. So actually,
Mhm.
like what's inside is what this girl with the forest is, but I almost like look and behave like the wolf, like I'm so beaten down and not
I see.
owning my power. So it's like, yeah.
I see. Yeah. We'll go back into that experience with the girl,
Mm,
into
yeah.
that body and that experience,
Mm,
and just let that permeate every single cell of your body, as if it were just a shower and completely enveloping you, not just on the outside of your body, but through every part of you.
yeah, I just feel so sad because I have that and still like let the world tell me who I am and what I'm doing wrong in my life,
Hmm.
even though I have like all that magic.
Well, just know that by feeling that pure joy and bliss and magic, you're creating a bridge to that feeling again,
Yeah.
a bridge and a quick access point so that you can find back to that space quickly and whenever you want.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I have it, like I have it in my daily life. I have that magic and I still feel like shit because
Mm-hmm.
of the outside like I don't feel like I feel this magic, but whenever it comes to other people, I feel like shit because I feel their projections. I feel they don't understand why anybody would choose this and they are afraid and they are projecting
Mm-hmm.
their own fears. Oh, like, yeah. Even like if this is a lifetime, like if I left from a village or something in that life, like all the villagers would be like, what is he doing? Why is he wants to be alone? Like
Yeah.
it's scary for people because they don't understand it. And I let it affect me so much. Not in that lifetime, I don't feel it at all. But
Yeah.
then there's this wolf that is like symbolizing that energy of being affected when you don't need to because you are so powerful.
Well, I'm gonna invite a guide to come in actually in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
So just imagine that you're, I don't know, sitting on the ground in that beautiful forest, and one of your guides, one of the beings that work with you and protect you, is coming to join us now.
Mm,
And so I'm asking this guide to tell you or to show you through imagery how can you protect yourself from the projections of the others, and how can you let that not affect you?
yeah. I'm seeing this bear sitting in the
Mhm.
forest, like eating berries. So unbuttered. It is funny. I don't know how to even put it in decent words, but it's like, okay, I'm just sitting here in the forest eating berries, like so unbuttered, and this is the vibe. Because obviously, like the bear is so big and it has no fear of anything. Like nothing can butter it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what's the word or like how to explain it. Yeah, I think like embodying more of that. Just doing what I'm doing and not care a fuck. Yeah.
Is there anything else that the bear can show you that it would be good for you to know with regards to that and to just feeling protected and like you can do whatever you want?
Like I think the bear is so who it is, like burping and farting and like like it's really like doesn't want to impress. It puts zero effort. It just is like, but zero effort. Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna ask your soul to bring you to where it wants you to go next. Maybe there's something else to still see from that life or from the wolf, or maybe we move on to another place. I'm just gonna count to three and then you will be where you need to be. One, two, three.
I think there's a lot of golden energy, almost like a golden path. I don't know what this thing is. A lot of golden paths.
Is it an energetic space or is this like a physical? Does it feel like a physical place?
I think it's energetic. And then I think they're like pink candies. Yeah.
And what happens next?
But it almost looks like a room, golden room, but it's like it doesn't have uh walls
Hmm.
and it's just in the air, pretty much. It's pretty weird.
And how do you feel in this space? Are you energy or do you have a form?
Yeah, I have no clue. Like it almost feels like there are doors and doorways and you can step into a room, but it's very weird structure. Maybe it's something about like energetic creation, like creating whatever you want. But I don't really like, I like the gold, but I don't really like the room. Like, what is this thing?
Well, if it is about creation, can you change the room into
Yeah,
how you want to see it?
yeah, but why? I have trouble. Mhm. Yeah, somehow I'm not like, I have some kind of blockage here. But I don't know. It's so like, it's energy, and I can't just think
It's
that I don't really like the structure. And somehow it's not happening. Like when you ask about changing it, I almost just see like all the cold energy going into a ball, but it's not really even a ball. It's I also don't like the ball. So I don't know.
okay. Well, again, I'm going to invite a guide to come in who can kind of
Mhm.
explain this space to you. Some kind of being who can kind of translate this space into um, either words or images that you can then understand better.
Yeah.
So can they give you a better sense of what this space is about?
Yeah, they have a magic wand. And it really is about creating. Yeah, okay. It's something about how I use my imagination to like create my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've been using so much energy, so much mental energy. Like so much has been stuck in the past and whatever happened in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And as I like keep thinking about those things, I'm also this is creative energy because I keep imagining them.
Mm-hmm.
I keep creating them. So there is something about that to use my powers better, like in my daily life, like think other kind of things about my past relationships and also what I'm projecting to the future. Like it's all really up to me to imagine whatever I want. But I've
Mm.
been using too much energy in imagining the past and fearing the past over and over again.
Okay. Well, in that point, then I'm gonna ask for some help from the violet flame. We're gonna
Mhm.
bring down the violet flame and surround you, and we're gonna have it burn away all of the unnecessary thoughts about the past, all of the thoughts that aren't helping you, that are maybe standing in the way of you being able to imagine and create the life that you want. And we're gonna let go of those thoughts that aren't helpful at turbo speed today and right now.
Yeah.
So the violet flame is surrounding you, and this is just a chance to burn away and let go of as many of those thoughts and that mental energy that is not necessary anymore.
Hmm.
And then I want you to let me know when you feel like that feels complete for this moment.
Yeah, I think it is complete. I saw the golden structure like just like fall down like it was dust and disappear, and now there is just air. That's like a clean slate.
Mm, okay. Is there anything else for you to understand about this space or what the guide was kind of helping you understand?
Yeah, just about my own power. That this is in my hands, my thoughts, my imagination, my creativity. It needs to be used well in good and positive and supportive things. Yeah, it's so funny because I was kinda intending and asking from this session to come to a place where I receive more support, but it almost feels like I am the support. I create it in my mind. It's just like fully up to me.
Okay, fantastic. Then we will move on from that place. I will count to three and then we'll go to the next most relevant time and place. One, two, three.
There is something about ice, a little bit like, the Frozen movie or some ice castles, like this kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm. Are you seeing these around you?
Uh, a little bit like under me, but I'm mainly just seeing this block of ice. I see a block of ice and I think there's like a castle, maybe of the Ice Queen. I don't know. It's more like in the distance, the castle.
And are you in a body in this situation, or are you just more like looking at it from a bird's eye view
Yeah,
as
I almost feel like in the block of ice, there is a body maybe inside, like almost like you feel as a prisoner in the ice. It looks like a man that doesn't really have a shirt on and in a really like twisted position inside the ice. Almost, yeah, in fear, in terror.
Can you ask him how he got there or get a
Yeah.
sense of how he got there?
Well, I know he's filled with fear and terror.
Yeah.
And it's almost, I don't know if I'm imagining this because I'm just thinking that the Ice Queen put the guy there, but I don't know if that's like my imagination or
Well, your
I have
imagination
no.
is exactly the right tool, so
Yeah, but it just feels like so cliche.
that's okay.
But
Sometimes it's
that's,
like that.
yeah,
Okay, well, imagine that you can go back in time and watch how he got into this ice block.
yeah. So I see the man living in the forest, and it's all like it's summer, it's green, there are trees, like it's very different than the ice. It's just, yeah, alive. And I think this a man who is working with his hands, and he's just very grounded and down to earth, and
Mm-hmm.
all is good kind of vibe. And mm, I don't happened. It just feels so cliche, like so like the ice just like coming from somewhere and freezing the lands and everything else doesn't make
Mm-hmm.
sense. Then just everything gets frozen under the ice.
So it's not necessarily like he did something to become frozen. It's more like the whole entire land was frozen.
It seems so. Yeah.
Well, let's go to the place where the ice started or where
Mm.
it came from. Go there now.
Yeah, so here is like I just see a frozen heart, and
Mm-hmm.
supposedly this is like an ice queen or some kind of witch. And but this like really focus on the heart, the frozen heart.
And why did the heart freeze over?
Some kind of lack of love and disconnection. I guess disconnection from the divine, the true self. Yeah, this the queen I think is in some kind of power trip. Like some people or many people have this empty hole inside of them and they just try to fill it and nothing will ever be enough. You just want to fill that hole.
Mm-hmm.
And also it's funny, like when you are in pain, you kind of want others to feel the pain too, like
Mm-hmm.
to be able to relate to them. So it's like her heart was frozen, so she froze all the lands and nothing is enough. She just freezes it all so that everything becomes like her. I think it makes her feel better. Yeah, maybe it was too painful to have this frozen heart and see other people like being warm and alive.
Mm-hmm.
I think she couldn't handle it.
And what is your feeling of why, what is the reason for you being seen, for seeing this story?
Mm. Yeah, I think it's like when people are in pain, they treat you shitty, like they don't want to see your happiness. or
Hmm.
you being alive, and it's just fucking sad. It makes me sad. Yeah, I would like to find more understanding in this moment about, yeah, like how to be understanding towards this ice queen or this kind of energy when others want to drag you down and make you feel how they feel. I don't know.
Well, let's again invite in the perfect guide, maybe the perfect ascended master, someone who has advice and knowledge and wisdom around this kind of situation, who can show you the best way of facing and reacting to people who have these frozen hearts or who spread their pain in that way.
Well, there's something about that we have all been there in
Mm-hmm.
some way or another. We have all been there in this pain. So it's not like, obviously, like there are no like any kind of bad versus
Yeah,
good people.
yeah.
And yeah, I'm just thinking of the block of ice where this guy was. Because it's so unfair. Like, oh, you were hurting and now I'm in this fucking ice block too.
And what would be the reaction that is for the highest good of everyone?
Yeah, kindness, compassion, understanding, forgiveness. Like, you just need to rise above it. It's not fair. You can't find resolution on that level. There
Mm-hmm.
will not be resolution on that level. Like, somehow you need to rise above it. Just see that, okay, this person is hurting. This is just their pain acting out.
And what is the best way, I guess, like on a physical and emotional level, for us to, in those moments where it is maybe hard for us to be around, what is the best way for us to rise up and cultivate that compassion?
Like, somehow I'm being drawn to the like sweetness of the heart, the warmth of the heart, like versus the frozen heart. Like, somehow you need to nourish and nurture the heart to keep it open and soft.
Hmm.
Because otherwise you will go towards the frozen heart when you start to like feel resentful and unforgiving. Like, your heart starts to freeze.
Yeah.
So even just for your own sake, to focus in love, in kindness, in keeping an open heart, despite everything, despite the unfairness, and despite it not making sense.
Hmm.
Yeah, something about the sweetness of the heart that's coming through strongly.
And what would be the best way for you to connect with that sweetness if you are feeling like you are confronted with someone with a frozen heart? What are the best tools or methods for you to be able to reconnect to that sweetness?
Yeah, I'm seeing an apple. So there is like about nourishment and feeding yourself with things that you know that are good for you. Like, for example, for me, it's the nature.
Hmm.
Like, it really, I think it opens my heart and brings me back to the center and focus on all of those like beautiful, nourishing things.
Are there any other messages for you to hear or to feel in this moment with regards to this story?
So I see mushrooms. I don't know.
What kind of mushrooms?
Mm, I don't know how you call them. Like there's are these brown edible mushrooms, and then I also see the do you know Amanita muscaria?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also see that one. I was microdosing it last winter a little bit, and I don't know if it means that it would be helpful or I don't know what it means.
Well, how about connect to the mushrooms right now? Imagine that
Mhm. Yeah,
you can connect to them as if you had your own mycelium. And what is it that they would like you to know, or what would be helpful for you to know?
yeah, there is something about the mycelium. It's about roots, connection roots. I'm a little bit confused.
How do the mushrooms want to connect with you in your life?
Hmm. It's funny. Now I just like I really like mushrooms, just the spirit.
Yeah,
They make me really happy actually.
yeah.
So yeah, interesting. Maybe I just need to yeah, connect with them somehow with the spirit of the mushrooms and find out more about this, why they're important.
If they make you happy, does it also have something to do with
Yeah.
just joy and them maybe
Mhm.
being a source of joy for you?
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
And then just take a moment to connect with Amanita muscaria,
Mm,
the collective oversoul of that
mm,
mushroom.
mm.
Is it is it good for you and your body to connect to it through microdosing? Does it feel good to
Yeah,
you?
very
Okay,
small doses, like very small is enough.
okay.
Tiny, tiny doses. Yeah.
And what is
Uh,
what is it that it helps you with?
Healing. There's
Mm,
something about the nervous system and the body.
mm, okay. Then thank you to the mushrooms. And then we will move on. Unless there are any last messages or images connected to Amanita muscaria or to the mushrooms.
There are butterfly. There's a butterfly and the caterpillar, but it's like more focus on the butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something about transformation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I also saw a frog and a snake. They're all like all of these three are all about transformation, shedding the old skin.
Mm-hmm. And so why are they appearing to you right now? What do you need to understand about transformation?
Yeah, it's a huge moment of change and transformation in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just like kind of this everything is changing. The old skin and the caterpillar like are being left behind fully, completely. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Then we will move on to the next space and time, the most relevant space and time. I'll count to three. One, two, 3.
I'm seeing a dolphin, and just seeing the dolphin makes me so happy. Yeah, I think I've been a dolphin in my past. It's just such a symbol of happiness and joy for me. And
Mm-hmm.
play and wonder and all of that. I don't know why this, like, I feel this happening like again, even though I haven't seen exactly this, but like I just see this big boat, almost like, I don't know. I don't know if it's coming to hunt the dolphin, or is it just like really disturbing. It's filled with people
Mm-hmm.
and it's not really nice. And I think these big boats, like, they make this huge sound under the water. Like, I think that the noise they make like vibrates
Yeah.
far out in the ocean. And I don't know. I'm like annoyed that I'm seeing this. But yeah, I don't know.
Is it
Mm.
like a touring boat to see dolphins? Or why is the boat there in that space?
Yeah, something like that. It's just disturbing, and it just like kind of like shocks me and disturbs my joy.
Mm.
Like, oh my God, all these people.
And what happens next?
Yeah, I feel like the dolphin, or I'm maybe the dolphin, so I'm swimming away, and the boat is always turning and coming after me. All these people. That's so funny. That's so funny.
What is funny about it?
I think this is really funny. Like, uh, because I don't know, I just want to like live in this very magic, playful uh world that is connected to nature and all of that.
Yeah.
And then like all these people with their pain and their shit are almost like attracted to me. And I think I need to find peace and acceptance. But it's like almost like funny. I don't know how to
Yeah.
like because this boat is like filled with people, like it's full, like the decks are full of people. And it's so funny because they're coming to watch the dolphin, like, oh, the dolphin, like kind of the magic and the play. And
Yeah.
it's like makes sense that people are attracted to this kind of energy. And like it is meant to be so.
Yeah.
They need to be that they can ultimately find it within themselves. But it's just when you are like in such like high vibration connected to that, it's a little bit like heavy and challenging to
Yeah.
then welcome all these people with their chaos in their field. Like, of course, like, I don't know, there's just a contradiction, I think.
And if you feel just for like from your soul, what is the best way for you to handle this contradiction?
Yeah, I have really contradictory feelings because I kind of feel like they want me to put on like a circus, like kind of jump and like
Mm-hmm.
be the circus, be the entertainment. And obviously, I don't want that. Like, but I also don't want to separate myself
Yeah.
from them. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, I live in my world and you can deal with your shit. It's
Yeah.
not even what I want. Like, of course, I want to share my magic with the people, but I also don't want to be like the weird entertainment thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, I have mixed feelings. Like, there is this. conflict inside of me. Like, okay, should I go closer to these people or escape them? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think like the answer is neither. I should just mind my own business, not escape, but also like not go towards them to save anybody or give them whatever they want.
Right.
Just mind my business.
And be an inspiration.
Yeah. Hmm.
And how do you feel this connects to, I mean, obviously this connects to your life. And so what in your daily life, what is the balance? What is the best balance for you to stay in your energy and to stay in a high vibration, but also to remain safe and balanced in your daily life?
Yeah, that's a good question. But I think just minding my own business, not be afraid and not build boundaries with people, but also let people to approach and be attracted to me when they are. Like trust the energy, that the energy itself will protect me,
Mm-hmm.
that it will be too much for people when it's too much for them and then they will like go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, somehow trusting that the field itself is protecting me. And I don't need to like put so much work on defending myself and taking distance and stuff.
Okay.
Just being there, like minding my own business and letting the people approach who are approaching. Yeah.
Because your energy is basically it's at such a level that anyone who is way below it wouldn't approach you anyways. And at the same time, if someone has the attraction to your energy, then it means that they ultimately want to learn something that is for both of your good.
Yeah, I hope so. I think I don't myself fully trust this energy yet, but I
Mm-hmm.
think I should. I should trust it that it works for mine and everyone else's benefit.
Yeah. Is there anything else that your team could show you with regards to that
Okay,
situation?
that's so funny. Because now I see some people who were in the boat, they're now jumping to the water, like and diving in. And I think when more people jump in, then others want to jump in too. And the rest are there like watching, like, whoa, they jumped in. That's so yeah. So yeah, that's how it works, and the energy will get less heavy the more people jump in. So the boat will feel like less disturbing. It's not again like full packed with these people that are just yeah, they're watching.
Mm-hmm.
But there is like a release little by little, I guess.
So basically, with like the inspiration and the high energy that you exemplify, people are like, oh, I want to also feel that way
Mm-hmm.
and embody that energy. So they jump into the ocean of that, and then
Yeah.
and then the pressure that you felt from the huge boat lessens because
Mm.
that attraction is being spread out over more people also.
Yeah, and it's not even that the attraction is spread out, even though it is, but it's just the fact of people jumping out and being in the water. So I'm not the only one anymore. All the people are there, like in the
Mm-hmm.
deck watching. So yeah, it feels easier to, yeah, have others in the water too. Yeah, it feels fun.
Is there anything else that your guides would like you to understand about the energy and that situation before we move on?
Yeah, I'm seeing something different. I'm seeing teeth and a tongue.
Mm-hmm.
So inside the mouth, but the lower part. Something about voice, something about self-expression.
Mm-hmm.
Something about singing.
I'm gonna ask the our guides and our teams to release any blockages around your voice, around your
Mm,
throat chakra,
yeah,
to just release as much blockage from that area as possible, as is for the best outcome today. And whatever can't be done today, to do that over the next month while Sana is asleep, so that she may express her truth and her beauty and her wisdom and her creativity with the world. Also, healing everything in her mouth area, in her teeth, to the best of our team's abilities. And let me know when you feel like we're ready to continue.
I think we can go on.
Okay. And then we're gonna move the our attention to the right knee. And imagine that you can give the knee its own expression, its own voice, and for the knee to communicate to you through words or pictures why it is hurting.
I think the knee is like angry and frustrated. Oh my God.
Where is the anger and frustration coming from?
So the word that comes to my mind is play. So I think it's really having to focus more in play.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think my knee doesn't want to go so fast. It doesn't want to run through life.
Mm.
It wants to chill and relax and rest and sing and laugh and play. Be connected to the wonder, and everything else is like less important, if not irrelevant.
Okay. And would it be good to release the pain from the knee, or do you feel like it is actually important to keep there as a basically as a warning to slow down and to play and to enjoy?
I have a feeling it's ready to go now.
Mm-hmm.
I've really got the message.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Archangel Gabriel to come down and to remove all of the pain from the knee and also any other energy in the body that it's time to let go of, that is not for the highest good or that we don't need to bring forward in life, to release as much of that from the body today as is healthy and in divine timing. And if that energy is not able to be completely released today, to Release it continuously over the next month. And just let me know when you feel like that is complete for now.
Yeah, it's done.
Perfect. So I think before we wrap up, we will also just take a moment to connect to your body, your like the spirit of your body, or like your body as an entity and as its own being, asking it what it wants you to know about it.
Yeah, my body feels so light. And like being so light, it makes it very sensitive,
Mm-hmm.
maybe vulnerable in a way, like it's affected by very small things. So I guess like understanding and compassion toward the sensitivity of my body,
Mm-hmm. And how can you best support your body with that sensitivity?
taking care of my boundaries. Also, like, yeah, some kind of like bathing with salt
Mm-hmm.
seems to be really good to cleanse the aura, yeah, to keep it, to keep the energy as light as possible, that I'm not picking so much things like a sponge from around me.
Mm-hmm.
It will get better.
And what can your body tell you about the extra weight that it put on the last couple of years?
Yeah, I think it's teaching me to love my body. And like loving the body also like is about boundaries,
Mm-hmm.
not putting myself in situations that are not good
Mm-hmm.
for me anyway, like energetically, physically, emotionally.
And how can you best show love to your body?
Kindness. Yeah, very compassionate and kind thoughts and words and touch. Appreciation and admiration for everything it does and everything it allows me to do in this world.
Mm. Is there anything else or like any other part of your body that needs healing or attention today?
Yeah, apparently my ankles. Like I even like, yeah, the lowest part of my body. Like I think the energy doesn't fully circulate or move through in there. So
Mm-hmm.
the energy tends to get stuck.
Mm. And can your body tell you why it gets stuck? Why isn't it able to flow all the way through properly?
This lack of no wait. Like I wanna say lack of grounding, even though I work so much on grounding and I
Mm-hmm.
spend many hours in the nature every day. And even then, because I'm so open in the upper chakras, I guess I receive so much energy,
Mm-hmm.
and the lower part doesn't fully pass it through.
So
I would, yeah,
how can you help your body so that the energy will flow all the way through?
mm, I think imagining roots and imagining the energy like going through, passing through the earth, like really focusing on my feet when I go for walks.
Mm-hmm.
Really focusing on that part of the body, away from my head and, attention to a feet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's also just imagine some white light flowing through your body and flowing through particularly those areas in the ankles and in the feet and the legs, just clearing anything that might be in the way so that going forward the energy can flow through those parts of the body as effortlessly and smoothly as possible. Okay. Are there any last images or messages from your body that it wants you to know?
All is well and all will be well. Like everything's fine.
Okay, amazing. Then before we come back, I'm just going to ask if there are any other messages or things that your guides, your team would like you to know before we wrap up the session.
Not for now.
Okay. I'm gonna give big thanks to your team and to my team for all of the help and the assistance, to every guide and every ancestor that was present and helped us today.